What's up, CAPI family? It's time for CAPI Live. Uh, we will get started as soon as we get a few more people in. Y'all remember to let me know you're here. Say hi, hello. There. I was turning my sound down. Hope everybody had a good week. Ah, there they are. I couldn't find my glasses. Can't see what you guys are writing. Hey, Nup. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Melissa.
She said adjust your screen. She said adjust your screen.
I can't hear you.
She said adjust the screen.
Adjust the screen.
Here. She said it's lopsided.
Okay. They're telling me my screen is lopsided, so let me check that out. I need to fix my backdrop too. Turn this on so I can see it. Alrighty. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Haley. Kind of tired? Okay. Melissa. Hey, my friend. Melissa, you and I need to talk. Hey, Ghost Papa. Yeah, Melissa, you and I need to talk sometime this week. Maybe tomorrow. PM me a good time for us to talk when you got a few minutes to talk. Shy. Hey, Shy is here. She's been MIA. Yes, you have. Shy, you won the winter merch. You actually won it, but I didn't have a choice. It had been so long that I had to give it to somebody else because I couldn't get in touch with you. I tried you on Facebook. Um, we all did. Me, John, Deborah. I mean, not Deborah, but Beth. We all tried to get in touch with you. You won the merch, man. You won the hoodie and the mug and the beanie and we tried and tried and tried. But we're gonna have more contests. He's in the hospital. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope everything is okay. Came very close to death again. Oh my gosh. I hope everything's okay now. We'll add you to our prayer list. Send out good thoughts and everything. Yes. I hope everything's okay. Let us know, Shy, if everything is okay. Bless her heart. Y'all, I'm being rude. But I've been sick. The last couple of weeks I've been sick and then I'm good. And then I'm sick and then I'm good. And then I'm sick and then I'm good. Hey, John. Hey, Isaiah. What's happening, buddy? Glad you made it back. Hey, Beth. Oh, Shy says, I hope you recover soon. I hope you recover soon. Need vitamin D. That's right, Stephanie. I've been drinking a lot of orange juice, and Paramama's been giving me drugs. Notification didn't go off? Mine did. Must be on your end, buddy. I would have noticed if the live didn't happen. Lucky I had notifications on, huh? That's right. I told you I'd watch more often. You sure did, Isaiah. I'm sorry, guys. Y'all gonna have to, if you're wearing headphones, go like this and be ready to move them away from your head. Because I've been coughing like crazy, sneezing too. I'm gonna try to grab the mic, but but if you see me go like this, you'll know I'm fixing to cough. So wild turkey with honey and lemon. You know that I actually have no alcohol in my house right now. That's unusual. I usually have at least a beer, a few beers, but I have no whiskey, no tequila. That's hard to believe that I don't have tequila, but I have no alcohol in my home right now. Y'all, I know that one of the norms for the show has been me drinking my DC. I can't say the name, but I got fussed at. If that particular company is not a sponsor, I'm not supposed to show them on the show. So I'm still having my DC, but I'm doing it in one of our awesome CAPI merch tumblers. And these are really cool too. These are really ones, they keep stuff cold, and they have the open and close on top. Can y'all see that little lever? It opens and closes the hole, so in case it flips over or something. And the lid is on super tight. So I'll be drinking out of my CAPI mug instead of my bottle from now on. So if you guys want to get one of these, and it's big too, it's huge. See how big that is? I have big hands, and that's compared to my hand there. It's the thing is huge. So I think it's a 44 ounce. I think, I don't know. I have to look, but they're really cool. And they have the little lids on them with the bubbles, so that you can drink out of them comfortably. And it has the two holes so the air can go in there, so it's not, glug 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 in your mouth. So anybody that wants CAPI cup, go to our website, capiparanormal.com, and click on merch, and you'll see our merch listed in there. And speaking of that, we have a good bit of people on, so I want to go ahead and talk about this really quick. This is something that the team and I have been talking about for a little while. John and I have been kind of throwing it around, and I did a little research, and I've been talking to I'm gonna get to y'all's comments too, and tell everybody hi in just a sec. But I've been talking to a lot of the YouTubers and getting advice from them, and John's been talking to a few people and getting advice from them, and I think that's one of the ways that we found out that it's not a good thing for me to drink DC on air and show the product unless they were a sponsor. But here's what we would like to do. I want to start something new for the show. We want to get a background for the show so we can get rid of this thing. I got this taped up or pinned up over my pictures, and I get fussed at because my wife's pictures, Paramama's pictures, are all up there. And there's like right here, I think it's about right there, is our mirror with our always and forever. It says Michelle and Johnny, and it says always and forever, and it has our anniversary date on it and everything. It's really cool. but it's in that etched glass, and so she don't want all this. She don't want this hanging up all the time. So yeah, we need to get rid of that. So, but we want a set for the show. And there's other things we want to do too, like labs and stuff like that, live investigations, different stuff like that. And so we got to make that happen. And here's what I was thinking about doing. This come from a lot of YouTubers saying that this is the best way to do it. Before you get sponsorship, the best way to do it is through what's called Patreons. There's a program called Patreon, and I'm Patreon, I think is how it says. I can't say it right. I never say anything right. But Patreon is a program or site or whatever you call it. John knows more about it than I do. But what it is what we'll have is we'll give you guys a chance to be Patreons. And Patreons, what you'll do is you'll sign up for our Patreon, and then you do a certain amount every month or whatever that goes straight to the show. Then it'll help us get the stuff that we want to get for the show and make it better for you guys and make it more appealing to sponsors and stuff like that. And you're going to get stuff for being a Patreon too. You just don't go on there and just say, hey, I want to be a Patreon. And then you just, donate money or whatever like that. And you don't get anything out of it. You get something out of it too. You're going to get a huge discount on CAPI merch. That's going to be a big thing with the patrons. They're going to get big discounts on our merch. You're going to get to suggest and pick show topics. You get to pick what the show's going to be about. Isn't that cool? So if there's anything you want to talk about, then you pick it, and that's what we'll do. We'll dedicate an entire show for that. That's another thing we're going to do for our patrons. And we'll keep that organized, of course, and, not have 3 people at one time wanting to do 3 different things, blah, blah. We'll keep that organized. And another thing Patreons are going to do is they're going to get, they'll know about events when the team knows, and they'll be eligible for investigations as well. That's a big thing for Patreons. You'll be eligible to come on investigations, private investigations with the team. So, you guys tell me, is that something that y'all would be interested in if we decided to do that? I mean, y'all just let me know. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Or is it, or if you tell me no, then we won't do it. All right, let me get up with these comments real quick. Hey, Beth, how are you doing? Shy, I hope you're better. Yeah, Shy, I hope you're, man, that really sucks. I tell you how to watch Wilson to get you, Beth. Hey, Tom. My notification didn't go off. I'm sorry, Shy. I wonder why certain people's notifications aren't going off. Mine went off, and Deborah's went off. So I don't know why. That's weird. John said his didn't go off as well. Tired, crazy this week at work. Walmart sucks. Oh yeah, especially right now. Hey, Tom, the other Tom. Oh, you're traveling? Be careful, buddy. Yeah, be real careful. I want you to watch, but I also want you to be safe, Tom. And you never called me, by the way, but I think I know why. So it's cool. I have a new Pokemon game. All right, Lynette. Cool. People still play that? Okay, Melissa, I will. I absolutely will. Thank you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Can I say hi?
And you said, uh-oh, am I in trouble? You would never be in trouble.
Daddy?
You rock too much. No, I just have some ideas and some questions for you. That's all. That is a nice tumbler. Thank you. Isn't it, Shy? These guys here are so awesome, man. I love these things. It's got the new logo on it. These are awesome. I love these new tumblers, man. And they're huge, man. That's what I like about it. Because I'll usually carry that big bottle, the 2-liter bottle. everywhere. But this is so much more convenient and so much more awesome. I love it. So yeah, you guys go check out the merch. Get you one of those. Those are really, really cool. It's like a big gulp. You're up. You're right. But will it fit in a car's cup holder? It'll fit in my cup holder in my Jeep, the Jeep Cherokee, because I had a one of those cups that has the big bottoms on it the other day, and it's that same size. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it'll fit in all cup holders. But thank you for bringing that up, John. That's way to kind of negativity on our merch there, buddy. Appreciate that. I'm just kidding, buddy. You're supposed to be trying to help me sell the merch, not say negative things about it. You can say Diet Cola. I don't want to say Diet Cola. I want to say DC because that's what it is. But yeah, you're right. I can say Diet Cola. I just can't say it the other way. Copyright laws are so stupid. I remember a time when that didn't really matter. Patreon, you can donate money, support the person you follow, stuff like that, right? Yes, Haley, that's what Patreon is. You donate a monthly donation. You give a monthly donation and you get perks for being a Patreon. Yes. Yeah, a lot of YouTubers do it, Haley. Yes, absolutely. It's a good idea before you get sponsorship. You can do it even after you get sponsorship, but I'm not going to be greedy. Signed team photos. Yes, absolutely. You also get signed autographed team photos. Absolutely. Beth got a notification too. Yes, Shy didn't get a notification. John didn't get a notification. That is so weird. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to contact YouTube. I have a good game called Pokemon Shield. Awesome, Lynette. Welcome back, Isaiah. Shy, he did. Y'all, Shy's question was, John, did you mention that weird thing I saw when I was hospitalized? Am really curious about others' experience, baby. You can't play that in here. They can hear the sound. You have to turn the sound down or take it in there and listen to it, or upstairs. Yeah, you can't do it upstairs because mom watching TV. Yeah, he did mention that to me. I don't know if he mentioned anybody else, Shy, but he did mention it to me. And it is it okay if I read that on John Bowen? Had he said anything like that, or you was the only one? Is it okay if I read that, Shy? Tell me right now. Let me know. Can I read that out loud on the show? Because I want everyone to know what we're talking about without, if we're talking about it and they don't know what we're talking about, it'd be kind of confusing. So is it okay if I read it? Okay, yes. She said yes. All right, thank you. All right, this is a text. Excuse me, man. This is a text or PM from Shy on the show here to John Bowen, our team manager. And John forwarded it to me to get my opinion on it as well. And I'm sorry, my phone just literally froze up. It won't do anything. What the crap? Okay, there it goes. I thought we got hit by an EMP there for a second. Of course, it'd go blank then, wouldn't it? All right, but here's what Shy wrote. She was like she said, she was recently hospitalized. And I'm sorry about the glare in my glasses, guys. I hate that. I'm so sorry, but I can't. I don't know what it is. Maybe people that have bad eyesight. Maybe it's not just me. But do you guys feel like when you're sick or you're under the weather, if you have bad eyesight? Like I have good eyesight. I can see in a distance and everything, but stuff close up, I have to have reading. That's all this is reading glasses. But does anybody else out there that has sight problems like reading near or farsighted? Do you feel like it gets worse when you're under the weather or sick? Mine does. I don't know why that is, but it does. All right, but here's what Shy wrote. She wrote this to John to get his opinion and wanted him to share it with the team to see if any of us have heard about this before. So she says, "Have you ever seen anything that is hand-sized and the blackest black that moves very fast? It was just a round-shaped thing." She goes on to say, "You may share it." She says, "Here's the story. I was laying in my bed. The nurse was coming in to give me all of my medication. Then it seemed something came out of my cabinet super fast and went into my roommates. She is also dying of brain tumors." Shall you have a brain tumor? I didn't even see that earlier. Anyway, it says, "I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. I was more shocked than scared. It was the size of two mice put together, and I think furry. It was on a standing cabinet that was made of a very slick material." Shy, I'm so sorry. I did not know you had a man. You talk to people on the show and on Facebook, and I talk to a lot of people in the paranormal field on the phone and on text message all the time, and you talk to them and you get to know them, but you don't know what's going on in their lives. Um, that's just mm. Anyway. I don't feel that she wanted that part of this. I just read that now. I read it earlier, but I didn't catch that. It said also, and so that's why it just, dear Lord. But let's get into it because that's what she was wanting. She doesn't want to talk about that. She wants to talk about this. So we're I don't know what your faith is, Shy. I don't know what your personal beliefs on religion and stuff like that is. But in 2001, I was told that I had 6 months to live. It wasn't a tumor, thank God. It was what's known as ACM, Arnold-Chiari malformation. It's a birth defect that eventually kills you. A very large percentage of ACM patients die either by, it is the number one cause for suicide in the medical field because of the pain. And it's also a high percentage of people die from it as well. Actually, that's changed a little bit in the last 20 years, though. In the last 20 years, the death rate has gone way down because they're understanding how to treat it more often. That's not curable. It's not something they can, cure, but it is. Their treatments have become a lot more in depth. So that's a great thing for ACM patients. But anyway, in 2001, I was told that I had the heart of a. And I know I'm getting off subject, but I just wanted to talk to Shy for a second. But I was told that I had a heart of a 80-year-old man that's done had triple bypass, and that my ACM was killing me. And they said that I had 6 months, possibly 10 months, but not a year to live. And I didn't accept it. I said, I don't accept that. I said, I have kids. I'm only 30 years old. I don't accept this. And I didn't. So I'm not going to accept what's going on with you, Shy. I'm not going to accept it. I'm just going to pray a lot, a whole lot. But anyway, like I said, that's not what she wanted to talk about. She wanted to talk about what happened. I read this, and I was we actually did our Thanksgiving today. The family Thanksgiving today. We'll still have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, like we'll go out and eat with the kids and everything. But our family is going to be out of town Thanksgiving, and we're going to be here. So we did our Thanksgiving all today, so we could still be together. So I was cooking whenever John sent this to me, and wasn't able to get it. But I texted him back and said, "Man, I'm right in the middle of cooking. Um, I'll call you, or I'll read this as soon as I can and get right back to you." And so I did read it. And after I read it, I was like, "Man, that doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard." Because of the situation, the first thing that popped in my mind was Death Omen. So I started, thinking about death omens, and I was like, "Man, I've heard of, oh my gosh, I've heard of dogs, um, I've heard of crows, ravens, owls, um, larks, loons, um, dark coaches, um, uh, not dark coaches as in a black coach, but like the horse-drawn coaches. Um, I've heard of cars, boats, and trains. Um, I've heard of audible omens. I've heard of visual omens. There's rapping, not hey yo yo, but rapping. Um, the There's several um, Native American beliefs on death omens as well. I've never heard of anything like she described. Um, so I kind of put that out of my mind. I was like, well, I don't think it's a death omen. Um, I did understand that she had said her roommate. I didn't understand that she said also, including herself, but I did understand that she said her roommate was dying of a brain tumor, and I that's why the first thing that popped in my head about this, that she this anomaly that she saw was a death omen. And but everything I've ever heard about death omens didn't, you know, click with what she described, what I just read. I mean, there's probably as many death omens out there as there is beliefs in Christianity. I mean, there's just so many different beliefs and folklore and old wives' tales and stuff like that about omens, death omens, but none of them match what she was saying. So I started thinking about it a little bit more, and I was like, well, maybe it could be something totally unrelated to a death omen or to life and death in general. It could have just been an entity, And then John texted me back. Let me get back to that, and I'll tell you what he texted. And I hadn't said anything to him before this. I was just thinking it in my head. But he said, could it be a general black mass or just what she could see of an apparition? Absolutely. And I said, yes, that is definitely possible. Um, then we started talking about me feeling like warmed over crap. But uh, I got to thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly probably what it was. I said, it didn't just because there's somebody in the room with a tumor, with a diagnosis of a fatality. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that had to be a death omen. So, I was like, well, I kind of jumped the gun on that, mentally, because that's what was going through my brain, just because of the situation. But I started thinking about it, and then John texted me, and I started thinking, yeah, this doesn't have to be anything to do with, with it just because it's in a hospital and there's a brain tumor, and it doesn't have to be a death thing. It could just been is what she saw of an apparition. It could have just been a general black mass. We know that black mass do exist in the paranormal. They're seen all the time. There's shadow figures. There's darkened and lightened mist. There's a million things that could have been just in the paranormal without it being any type of a omen or premonition of fatality or anything like that. So in a nutshell, Shy, I think y'all know my views on orbs. I get sent all kinds of orbs. That's probably like the number one picture that people send me to analyze for them is orbs. And most times it's nothing more than a bug or lens flare or dust or something like that. Most times that's all it is. But when it is a true orb, there's so many different schools of thoughts on what an orb is. And the biggest thought in the paranormal today is that an orb is a vehicle. It's a spirit vehicle, if you will. It's a way to get around. But I don't believe that. I don't. Why would they need a freaking vehicle? It makes no sense. That's Hollywood crap. They don't need a vehicle. I think when we see an orb, that's just all that we're able to see, or all they allow us to see of them. So I think that's just what it is. That's that collection or mass of energy displacement that we're able to see. And so I think that might be what Shai experienced in the hospital was a collection of energy displacement. And it formed that black mass that she saw. That's just what it formed. All right, I want to get caught up on all right, Isaiah says, so Johnny, a few months ago you talked about a time when you were investigating and you found the spirit of a kid who you invited to your house. So how's that doing? That's Toby, Isaiah. Yeah, we were investigating. Everybody knows the story of Toby, right? Isaiah's been gone for a while though, but Toby is our resident spirit. He's been here with us for a few years now. We did an investigation here in where we live, in the town we live in, and the people at the investigation site, that the house that we were in, didn't care that it was a 9-year-old boy. They just wanted it gone. And so during the investigation, or during the cleansing, I invited a spirit to come with me. I verbally asked him to please. I didn't know what was going to happen to him, because nobody knows what happens to a spirit when you do a cleansing. There's a lot of thoughts out there, and I'm not going to go through all of them. Y'all look it up. Go to our site, to our website, and click on books and get this bad boy. I know it's backwards for y'all, and then I'm also holding it upside down. I'm sorry, but it says Ghost and Spirits Encyclopedia, the Encyclopedia of Ghosts and Spirits by Rosemary Ellen Gully. This lady, Rosemary Ellen Gully, is she's one of the founders of the Paranormal Research Society. I believe she was president at one time. I'll have to look at that, but I think she was. But she's an awesome author. She gets it. It's Troy Taylor is the forward author on it, and Troy's a great guy in the paranormal as well. But this is look how thick this is. It's any and everything you want to know about the paranormal, or about ghosts and spirits. Let me put it that way. Not the paranormal, but ghosts and spirits. But it is page after page after page after page of any and everything to do. And it's done up really nice, just like an encyclopedia. You can go to the back of it. See here. And it's got a glossary in it where you can do quick searches. Let me just tell you guys this is some of the things, not all of it. Topics included in this book are after death communication, apparitions, Borley Rectory, demonology, Eastern State Penitentiary, electronic voice phenomenon, or EVPs, Lizzie Borden house, mediums and mediumship, necromancy, poltergeists, possessions, seances, spirit photography, talking boards, wandering ghost, and Waverly Hills Sanitarium. So it's a really great read, and it's a really great reference for any studying. If you're going to get into the parapsychology, this is a good book to have. It really is, especially if you're wanting to write a thesis or a book. It's a great book, reference book to have for all your studies. So y'all go check that out, and it'll take you through a lot of the uh, different things that different beliefs and everything like that. And there's some stuff in here that I don't believe in, and there's stuff in here that I do believe in. So I still love the book. It's a great book. You guys can get this book. It's not expensive. You can get this book for, I think, I don't want to quote a price because I don't know it right off the top of my head, but go look at it. It's in our 12 books we put on there, Founders Book Suggestions, and you can go in there and check that out, and it'll give you all kinds of answers. It's really is a good book, even though there's stuff in here that I don't believe in, like talking boards, which is Ouija, you know that. Seances, stuff like that is crap, but it's still in there. It's any and everything you want to know. So yeah, Toby, it does talk about that, about cleansings and stuff like that as well. So go check that out. But and check out the other books too. We have a bunch of books. There's 12 books at a time that we include in our paranormal book suggestions. So y'all go check it out at capiparanormal.com. But nobody knows what really happens to them when they are when we do a cleansing. So I invited Toby to come live with us, and he did, and he has been here ever since. And he goes for a while and doesn't do anything, and then all of a sudden he'll start doing something. Barry always jumps in to say hello and good night. Honey, it's okay. It's God's will. Oh, Shay, you're so cool. Good night, Haley. I'm sure you're already gone by now. Sorry, I lost my page or place. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Yeah, Shy. Um, it doesn't compute logically on any basis of any type of death omen. So I don't think that's what it was. Um, it doesn't. I think John kind of hit it on the head. It could have been a certain animal, or it could have just been a black mass, or that's just what you were able to see of the apparition. So I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything. Like the concubine from Irish mythology. Yeah, that's in there. Animal spirit. Yeah, Stephanie. Exactly. I love it when I say something and then I'll read my comments and someone else has already said it. That makes me feel good because I know my people are listening. John being funny. Leprechaun. Do you only investigate ghosts? This is from Welcome Finn. I'm sorry. I didn't see you earlier. Do you only investigate ghosts, or can you investigate other scary things like aliens, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster? John, cut Finn's head off, please. I'm not even kidding. Get him. I'll do it. I think I can do it. I don't play that crap, man. Oh, and he even did it worse down at the bottom. What a piece of crap. I'm reporting him. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that was legitimate until I started reading it, and that even the first one that he said was just so racist. And I just, for the people that know me well, know that bigotry and racism is something I don't play. That's to me, it's a stain on the South. It's a stain on America, and it's I don't care what color you are, what religion you are, whatever. You can be racist. You don't have to be white to be racist. But that just, oh my God, that just rips my spine out of my back whenever I see that crap. And I apologize that trash like that was even on this channel. Has anyone ever heard of a spirit making a noise almost like when a cat chatters but deeper in sound? Yes, Stephanie, I've heard of that. Thank you for trying to help me figure it out, both you and John Bowen. You're welcome, Shy. I wish I had more answers for you. I really do. Is that our first book for the book club after the first year? No, Beth, it's not. The reason being is because this would be a hard book. It's an encyclopedia. It would really be a hard book to do at a book club. One, it has 564 pages. Yeah, that would be a hard book because it's not. Um, EGS by Rosemary Ellen Gully is not really a book club type book. It is literally done like an encyclopedia, so it would be hard to do that on there. I'm gonna look at the other books in there um, and see one that would be good. I don't really think this would be a good one to do in a book club because literally it is designed, written, everything to be an encyclopedia. So it would be difficult to do that way. So no, I don't think we should do that one. At Ben McLeod, yeah, everybody should know better, but it's not even that he was being a troll, John. It's he's a racist piece of crap. I'm so ready to go investigate. It's killing me not being able to. I know, Melissa. Y'all, Melissa had surgery and she can't. I know it's killing her because she loves investigating. 3 more weeks. Bless your heart. Stop, please. My grandfather died of lung cancer. I'm so sorry, Lynette. I reported him, John. That Finn. I reported him to YouTube. They'll go back and read, even though we took the messages off of here, they can still go back and read them and they will kick him out of here if YouTube doesn't play that. That's one of the things I love about YouTube. They don't play when it comes to that crap. You got a POS doing stuff like that, they will cut his head off quick. So hopefully he will no longer even be able to get on YouTube. He can go be racist by himself with a bunch. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to give him any more press, any more acknowledgement. Screw him. We just need to be kind to each other. Amen, Shy. Maybe Finn is too young to know. There is no such. If he's old enough to write that, he's old enough to know better. You're a lot more forgiving and understanding than I am, Shy. Maybe one of the Warren's books. I was kind of thinking about that. Either the Handbook on Paranormal or the Demonology book by Ed Warren. That's exactly what I was thinking, John. So yeah, great minds, huh? Okay, sounds good. I'll order when I can. Okay. That's right, Beth. 3 weeks ago by real quick, Melissa. Bless your heart. Dude, I'm Mexican and I've heard worse. I bet you have. But that was indeed, yeah. And then what he said at the in that second that I didn't even read. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lynette. Demonology would be interesting. I believe it would. And that book that go get the name of that, John or Beth. Go to our site, our website, and get the name of that book for me, please. And post it on here. The Demonologist is an excellent read. It really is. One thing about old Ed, he could definitely Arthur. He was a great writer. John wrote The Demonologist is an excellent dead. He fixed it though. Nobody ever said anything about the Patreon. Y'all didn't tell me. What is that? Something you guys would be interested in? Y'all let me know. If you got good perks out of being a Patreon, would you guys consider doing that? Incoming choppers. Johnny, do you know who Minnie Pearl is? Yes, I know who Minnie Pearl is. She was a comedic country and western singer. Before he passed away, my grandmother took me to him and said, Lyman, do you want to see a peanut? Oh, he looked at me and said, Peanut? Heck, that's a half peanut. The nickname stuck with ever since. Oh, that's a sweet story, Lynette. Or should I say that's a sweet story, half peanut. Yes to Patreon. Okay, yes. Okay, you are the male version. I don't know how to take that, Shy. There's a price tag on my cup. Oh, on the bottom. There sure is. Yeah, because Minnie Pearl had a hat, and her hats always had price tags hanging from them. Y'all notice every time someone says something about my cup, I drink because y'all make me think about it. Oh, that's the name of the book, The Demon. Oh, I know it's the name of the book, but I was wanting you to put a link on here for it, for the book thing. Johnny, last night my family had this thing called Friendsgiving. Oh yeah, I've heard of Friendsgiving, and it was weird. It's like Thanksgiving, but friends only. Yeah. We did our Thanksgiving today because our family's going to be in different parts of the country this year. So we will probably go to Denny's, Denny's or Shoney's or Cracker Barrel, one of the three. I don't care if you call me by half peanut or my actual name. All you're sweet. I'll call you Lynette. A male paranormal mini pearl. I still don't know how to take that. My family's a little messed up. All our families are a little messed up, except for some families, and they're a lot messed up. I can't link. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. Hey, Cassandra. Can you mention anything about the spirits that make that chattering noise? Um, well, there's really nothing to mention about them, Stephanie. There's not a certain type of spirit that does that. The thing I want you guys to always keep in mind is a spirit of a person. Um, at one time, it was alive and in skin. You know, it lived inside a meat suit like we do now. Um, and when it died, the only thing that changed was the meat suit. The person's still the person, and they can still do what they want to do. There's no certain type of chattering. Uh, actually falls into two different categories. Chattering can be an intelligent or it can be a demonic. There's a whole thing on chattering with demonics um, that it's just something they do to disrupt you. You know, usually if it's a non-demonic intelligent that's chattering, then it's just trying to get your attention. And I think you said something about it. Try to touch her. Yeah, try to touch her hand. Yeah, I think that's just something. I think that's just an entity that just wants to get her attention. There's nothing particular about that. That's just one of the things that they can do. Remember, it always takes energy to do anything. For us to do anything, and for an entity to do anything, it always takes energy. That's why we get energy displacement. Why we're able to read stuff like EMFs and K2 meters and stuff like that. Um, it basically is just, I don't know, it's right up there with rattling chains and cliches like that. It's just something that is done to get your attention. So it's not a certain type of entity. Okay, John, if you guys will look, John has posted the Amazon link to our books. You just go into that link there and it'll take you to our books. And you guys check those out. I think let's go ahead and make it official, Beth. Let's do the Ed Warren's The Demonologist for our book club, our first book club. So anyone who's interested in being on the book club, it's going to start after the first of the year. So you have plenty of time to get your book. It's not expensive. John, can you throw a price up? Can one of you guys look at that? I think that's what I was really asking earlier was a price. I think I said it wrong though. But could one of you guys, either Beth or John, go look and get a price? Well, why am I making them work so much when I can do it myself? I'm such an idiot sometimes. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Let me go to our site real quick. Well, that's certainly not something I want on my what the crap. I'm glad y'all couldn't see my screen. Why would that even be? Y'all give me 1 second. I am so sorry. There was something on my Google that or my Chrome that should not have been on my Chrome. What the crap? John already got it up there. That is the third time that has happened to me whenever I've written in CAPI Paranormal. I wonder if that happens to anyone else. Do you guys get taken to a CAPE Paranormal, CAPE Paranormal, when you go to our site? Because I do a lot. I'm not going to advertise for them, but I get taken to, that's ours. If y'all saw that, it was Cape Paranormal. Something out of the Cape, I guess. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I'm so sorry, guys. All right. Just so you guys, I did this last week, but just so you guys will know, I want to show you guys how to get to this. Go to our site, capiparanormal.com, not Cape, but capiparanormal.com. That's the first thing you're going to see. If y'all can see that, I hope you can. Right here, it says start here, and it says explaining the paranormal, exploring the paranormal. Up here, it says CAPI, and across from there's those three lines, you know, that always there's a drop down, a menu. Press that menu. You're going to get about, store, books, gear, blog, contact. All right, go to books. And then you're going to get all of these books like Weird Hauntings, Haunted America, Ed and Lorraine's book, The Demonologist, Coast to Coast Ghost, which is another good one by Leslie Rule. This book, The Encyclopedia of Ghost, Ed and Lorraine's The Graveyard, Spook by Mary Roach, another great paranormal author. And then American History of Haunted Places by Colin Dickey. Awesome, awesome book. And then probably my next favorite one in there is one by Brian Sterling Vady, and it's called Paranormal Investigation, the Black Book of Scientific Ghost Hunting and How to Investigate Paranormal Phenomena. That is a great book. If you guys want to go get that one, go get that one. It is an awesome, awesome book. But let's just say we're going to do Demonologist from by Ed Warren. I tried to say Ed and Lorraine at the same time. Ed and Lorraine Warren. It was part of the New York best sellers list. So all you have to do is see, there it is. I don't know if y'all can see that. I know it glares, but there it is right there. So all you have to do is go to it and push the book. Just touch the book, and it'll take you straight to the Amazon. And sometimes Amazon wants to make sure you're not a robot, so it will ask you. I don't know why. I hate when it does this. It doesn't do it every time, so hopefully it won't do it to you guys. But anyway, you go to it. You know where you have to type in the little letters to make sure you're not a robot. But it brings it up, and then all right, look, there it is. I think John's already put it, but there it is, $11.74 with free shipping. Hello. So there you go, $11.74. Oh, excuse me, it's free shipping over $25. So get 2 books, so you don't have to pay shipping. But and that's all you got to do. That's it to get that. Is just go there and find the book you want to get, and that's the one we're going to do on our book club starting 2020, starting January 2020. We're going to do Ed Warren's book, The Demonologist. So you guys go get that if you want to be a part of the book club. All right. Now let's say you really like my cup and you want to get some merch. Go back up there again to the home screen. CAPI is right here, right across those 3 lines. Hit those 3 lines. It'll say store. Go to the store. It says about and store, so it's the second one on there. And then boom, look at there. It's gonna take you. Let me find this mug, and I'll tell you guys how much this mug costs. Okay, I lied. It's not a 44 ounce. It's actually a 34.5 ounce travel mug. Would you mind taking her out, please? I think when you go, and I'll bring her back in if you take her out. I think she needs to go. Go outside, Livy. Go outside. Go pee. There you go. All right. Here's the mug right here. You just press on it. And then it shows you the mug. And look, it's only 13 bucks. What? Only 13 bucks. I did lie to y'all. I said it's a 44 ounce, but it's a 34.5 ounce, but it's still well worth 13 bucks. What? That is crazy. Related products is a coffee mug. Cassandra, you're fixing to get one of those. And the 24 ounce tumbler, if you don't want that bigger one, it's only 12 bucks. So guys, go check out our merch. Go support the channel and support the team by checking out our merch. Oh, and Cassandra, are you still on here, Cassandra? Tell me hi if you're still here. I got something to show you. All right, let me get caught up on the on all of the Some touches a little more inappropriate. Yeah, I think I know what you're dealing with there. Thank you, Shy. Yeah, everybody go hit the like button for me. And if you haven't done so already, I think most everybody has, but if you haven't done so already, please go hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll know when we're on. We're on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we want you guys to know when we're on and you'll get those notifications. Now, tonight was kind of a fluke. People didn't get notifications. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to find out. I'll be contacting. I've got to contact YouTube on some of their y'all. YouTube is changing big time, and so they're getting a lot of stuff that they're changing a lot of their policies and SOPs and all that stuff like that. So we're I've got to call them tomorrow and see about figuring out a couple of things, but yep, the Demonologist. Yep. Okay, let's do that. I think that's a good book to start with. Something wrong with the site? No, why? No, it worked fine for me. It did me too, Stephanie. It worked great. I just showed you. All right, let's see. Oh, here's something from Isaiah, guys, that I missed. I'm so sorry, Isaiah. He says, "Hey, Johnny, have you ever experienced any poltergeist activity?" Hey, Johnny, have you ever experienced any poltergeist activity? Of course. All the time. I think I know why he's asking that. Isaiah, a poltergeist, the word poltergeist means noisy ghost. That's it. That's all it means. Polter is noisy, Geist is ghost in German. Poltergeist, noisy ghost. That's all it means. That's it. It doesn't mean a demonic. It doesn't mean your TV's going to get squelchy and it's going to suck your kid into the TV and a tree's not going to come in your house and eat your son or anything like that. It doesn't mean anything like that. The only thing all a poltergeist is a noisy ghost. That's it. So it could be the spirit of a 9-year-old boy like we have, Toby. Toby's a poltergeist sometimes, but sometimes he's not. All it means is that they're making noise at that time. That's it. That's all that means, buddy. I was thinking maybe you answered that question because you were asking about something else. But just said it Hollywood style. A poltergeist is nothing more than any type of ghost that's making noise at that time. That's all that is. Polter is noise. Geist is ghost. Poltergeist, noisy ghost. That's all it is. All right. It doesn't mean it's evil or intelligent or demonic or dark or anything like that. It just means that that spirit at that time is making noise. The spirit that we have here sometimes makes noise, so he's a poltergeist. But sometimes he does stuff and he doesn't make any noise, like when he walks by me or something, or touches one of us or something like that. Then he's not a poltergeist at that point. It's just a spirit. That's it. All right. So don't read more into that. Melissa says, I know you don't believe in everything I believe in, but for some reason, after I woke up from my surgery, I've been visited by people who have passed on. That's not unusual, Melissa. That's not unusual at all. Anyone can join the book club because I love, 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 love to read. If you're asking, can anyone join the book club, Lynette? Yes. Anybody that wants to read the or join the freaking book club. That's what I'm trying to say. Anybody that wants, my daughter's laughing at me. Stop it. Anybody that wants to join the book club can. Yes, absolutely, you can. We want more the better. All right, the more the merrier. Don't start. The more the merrier. I'm only messing up talking because you're in here to laugh at me. That's the only reason. I'm definitely doing the book club. Also, oh, Cassandra is here. Cassandra, look what we got. Dun, dun, dun. We got your hoodie, so it will be done probably tomorrow, and then we'll get everything. We already have the beanie and the cup. The cup. We were just waiting on this bad boy to get here, and it finally got here. So you will be having that very, very soon. I am ready. Awesome, Shy. Yeah, I am too. I'm looking forward to that book club. It's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. I've been to 3 different medium groups that have done readings for that boy, their minds, that I've done readings for that blew their minds, I think is what you're trying to say. I'll be definitely doing the book club. Awesome. Oh, Shy already got her book. She went and got the Demonologist. I haven't even gotten it yet. I'll have to order that this week. Yeah, she says I already got my book. I just went and got it. That's cool, man. Yeah, well, I'll go get it this week so everybody can have it. And then I think we're going to start it in January. Is that right, Beth? Let me know. I think she said she wanted to started it. Don't keep laughing at me. See, that's why it's happening. It's because you keep laughing. If you stop laughing, I'll talk right. I think that's when Beth wants to start it is soon, right after the first of the year. So right when we come back from our break. Again, let me mention that real quick, just in case there's somebody on that don't know that. Our break is every year we take a break from from December 15th to January 5th. There's 3 CAPI lives in that time period, and we're going to be doing some highlights, best of, and then I still got to get Brian my list. I've had so much to do, but you guys go back and look at the videos, and if you see something you want to see on the highlights between December 15th and January 5th, then send me, Brian, John, or Beth a suggestion. And what you need to do is send the video, the episode, and the time stamp on when you would like to add it, because we're going to do little segments from each video. So if y'all see something you like, make sure you get that to us. Blew their minds on how I knew stuff there was no way I could have known. They all made me admins on their page. That's awesome, Melissa. You still got to prove it to me, because last time I gave you a chance to prove it, you bombed big time. So you still got to prove it to me. Y'all, me and Melissa don't believe in a lot of stuff in the paranormal that together we don't agree with a lot of stuff. Like she uses stuff that I know is just ridiculous, but she thinks it's great, and so that's her opinion, and that's my opinion. And also, I'm very hard on and very skeptical and logical when it comes to mediumship and clairvoyancy and sensitives and stuff like that. And so, but we still love each other. So but we just disagree on some things, and that's great. In any type of research field that you get into, if you don't have anyone disagreeing with you, then you're not doing something right. So on her part, she's doing something right because I disagree with her. On my part, I must be doing something right because she disagrees with me. So I always welcome those. The the ones that I welcome that are like Melissa are the ones that will debate products and beliefs and stuff like that, logically, and be open minded. The ones that I don't debate, I just say, you're an idiot, you've already lost, go away, are the ones that just get all bent out of shape and say, they do stuff like name calling, cursing, and closed mindedness and stuff like that. And it just proves them to be liberals. No, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. I apologize. I didn't mean that. I don't want to bring no politics into the show. But yeah, you're one sided. It's no good. But you can still believe in what your beliefs and defend those beliefs in a debate without just closing your mind off completely and just being rude and stupid and just full of ignorance. So get the encyclopedia too. That's right. Get them all. Oh, cool, Shy. Go through our website and do all your Amazon shopping. You can still do the Prime. Did you know about that, Shy? If you go to our website, there's a link on there. Beth, I'll have to tell you where it's at. I think it's at the bottom. But there's a link on there. If you go on there and you hit that link, it'll take you straight to Amazon, and you can do all your shopping that you usually do on Amazon, not just on our products that we display on the show, or not just our merchandise, but anything you want to buy on Amazon. If you do it through the link, we get a little percentage of it without it costing you anymore. So, yeah, absolutely. Use our link when you go to shop on Amazon. I have someone who needs a message on here tonight. Hi, LOL. Of course, I'm here. Do you have a dog? Yes, I have a dog, Lynette. Excuse me. Cool. I'm glad you have a dog. It's from a young girl in her 20s. She passed from a drug overdose. Her name was something like Anna or Alina. She said she's sorry and didn't mean to go that way. All righty. Does that make sense to anybody? They're here. Melissa Coppett, not a message for me, but I know about the visitors after surgery. Yeah, that's not uncommon. That's certainly not uncommon. So poltergeist is more of a type of paranormal activity, not so much a description of activity. Exactly, John. Good way to put that. Hey, Katie. Oh, Katie's here. Hey, Katie. About time. Katie's always late for class. I don't know what her deal is. You will love what? I didn't see that. I would I will like to join, but if I have to have my dad buying it because I don't have money. I would like to join. Oh, the book club. Yeah, just go to your dad and tell him you want that book. That's all you have to do. Lynette, just out of curiosity, how old are you? She's away for a minute, Johnny. Okay, thank you, Tom. Best relationships to have when working together. Yes, yes, it is. Absolutely. I got giggles. Welcome back, John. Welcome back, Beth. Liberals, LOL. Yeah, the Amazon link is on the bottom. I thought it was on the bottom of the home page of the website. So y'all go do that. My dad may have a temper, though. I mean, you know, he might have to read the books. Yeah, just tell him you want the book. If he says no, then don't get the book. Also, if you're interested in building your own paranormal investigation kit, we have a suggested equipment page on the website. Yes, we sure do. We have a Shy says 11. What is 11, Shy? We have equipment suggestions too. Now, that's not our products that you're buying. If you want to go get those products from Amazon, we just suggest those. If you want to, like John says, if you want to build your kit, or if you're building a team or whatever, go to our website and look at what is it called, John? It's not called merchandise or equipment. It's called something else. Gear. That's what it's called. Go to our page and look at gear, and it'll bring up all the stuff that you can get that you can go to Amazon and buy. Actually, you can buy it from there. You can go to our page. If you see something on our list that you like, on our gear list, just click on it, just touch it. And if you have a touch screen, touch it. If you don't, then click on it. And it'll take you to Amazon straightforward from there, straight away from there. And then it'll give you that option of buying it. Okay, since I fell asleep watching football, waiting on you to go live and just woke up. Bless her heart. It's under gear. Yeah, I got it right. Oh, that's what she was saying. Shy was guessing how old Lynette was, but she hasn't told me how old she is yet. Isaiah, if you're asking John, has he ever caught a full body apparition on camera? He'll have to answer that. But if you're asking me, then the answer is yes. Go to our Facebook and look at pictures, and you'll see the lady in red. We have a picture of a full body apparition. Hi, Dragon Beast. Welcome to the show. I was trying to figure out why my cup was leaking, but now I see. I didn't have it on there. It's like I just got through saying how tight it is. Oh, I want that mug too. Go to the site. Go to the website and go to merch. You can get all that stuff you want. It is on there. Y'all get us to 2,500 subs, and I'll give away a package that has it in there. Just saying. Yeah, it's on our Facebook. Go check it out. It's cool. I am friends with CAPI on Facebook, but I hadn't been on. Yeah, you've been busy. Bless your heart. I'll have to buy it. You didn't miss much, Katie. Do you believe in aliens? When it comes to the paranormal, yes, I do believe in aliens because it's part of paranormal and it's part of parapsychology that I've been studying. So ufology is, here's why CAPI doesn't do ufology. We don't do ufology because there's nothing to study. Oh, yes, there is, Johnny. There's a lot to study. You can study all the sightings. You can study all the videos. You can study all the television shows. We don't do that. It's not how we roll. We study actual submittable evidence. That's what CAPI does with hauntings. We delve a little bit into Sasquatch, um, skunk apes, and Bigfoots, and stuff like that. We delve a little bit, and I do a lot of studies on that stuff. John is a fan, a Bigfoot fan. He does a lot of research on that as well. Whenever we can find time, we're going to go and do a Bigfoot weekend where we go and look for Bigfoot in places that he has been frequently seen in the Southeast. So I believe I believe that that's a lot of wasted space out there if there aren't any other intelligent life forms. As far as studying it and researching it and adding it to our research, we don't do that because the only thing you can study in ufology is what other people have experienced, and other people's experience, unprovable without a shadow of a doubt, experience is not submittable evidence. All right. So, do I believe in aliens? I believe that's a lot of wasted space if there's not anything out there, but we don't investigate it. Kathy, are we going to do Katie? Cappy, we are going to do Patreon. Oh, because she asked what she missed. Yeah, we're going to do Patreon, Katie, where you can actually be a Patreon to the team, and support the team, and then you get perks for doing so. Anyone can join for free because my mom and dad will have a hissy fit. Anyone can join for free because my mom. You asked questions. You hadn't told. I'm not answering any more of your questions, Lynette, until you tell me how old you are. Would you consider the image of the woman in the upper window of the building in Montgomery a full body apparition? No, of course not. It wasn't a full body. Beth, what is a Patreon? Patreon, I kind of said it a little bit just now. Patreon is a program that you can download that I haven't started it for the show yet. I've downloaded the program and I'm going through it. I want to start it until I know everything about it. But it's a program you can do. A lot of YouTubers do it before they get sponsorships. And some of them do it even after they're sponsored too. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that's greedy. I just don't want to be greedy myself. But it's good for them to do it because their Patreons get different things. There's even videos that some other YouTubers, you can't watch those videos unless you're a Patreon. And that's what we're going to do too. We're going to have live investigation videos that only Patreons can see. We'll have live investigations that everybody else can see too, but there's going to be some videos that is only going to be available to Patreons. That's what I'm waiting on, is get all that set up to where I can allow different privileges. You're going to get super savings on merch. You're going to get to pick show ideas. You're going to get to see shows that no one else gets to see. You'll get different types of prizes. Every now and then we'll throw in stuff like team pictures with autographs. Maybe throw in some free merch sometimes. Different things like that. And Patreons also have the ability to come on the show. as well, either live with me sitting next to me during the show or via communication. So, but yeah, and then what that does is to get on a Patreon, you'll do a monthly contribution, a donation, if you will, to the team, to our Patreon, and then Patreon in turn pays us, and then we use that money. 100% of that money will be used not for investigations, not for equipment, not for anything like that. That money will be earmarked for nothing but the show. When we do Patreon, that's going to go strictly for the show. We need equipment for the show, like a set is what we're working on getting right now, because we want to get more subs so we can get more views, so we can get sponsored and really get our message out there. And so that's why we're wanting to do the Patreon. I want to get a set to where I can have a scene in the back if I want to, or it's just not this tacky stuff all the time. So, but not just that, but I want to do live investigations in places and just all kinds of stuff we want to do with the show. And that's why we're wanting to do the Patreon, to help fund that. I can't find the woman in red. I will go find that for you, Isaiah. I'm almost certain it's on there. Let me see where the woman on the red is. No, I don't want to post a photo. Thank you. It's under CAPI Pics, Isaiah. If you go to the CAPI Facebook, you hit CAPI Pics, you'll see this. And she is right there. There's Toby. For y'all that hadn't seen Toby yet, this is not really Toby. It's just, I think it was Toby that was there when I did this. This is the truck that I had. And this was the first day that I had the truck. And I came inside when I got home. And I said, y'all come check out the new truck. And before anybody else got out there, I took a picture of it because a buddy of mine wanted to see the truck. He said, send me a pic of the truck, of the new truck. And so I sent him I took this picture to send to him. I was the only one outside when this picture was taken. And no, I was not smoking, like everybody says, or would probably say. But I think at that point, the only person that came out was Toby. Can y'all see him in the front of the truck? He came out to check out the truck. Isn't that cool? That was right after we invited Toby here. Well, not really right after. It was about a year that Toby was here. And here, Isaiah, is the woman in red. It's hard to see on here, but this is her head. She has blonde hair, and there's her face. She's wearing a long red bell-type dress. Can you see how it bevels out? You can see her legs right there and right there. It's hard to see on here because it's actually done in infrared. But yeah, you can see the face, the hair, and the dress. The dress goes all the way to down here. That's a bell-type dress. And this is her face with her two eyes and blonde hair. Sorry, I keep touching the screen. And that's her, the woman in red. That was taken at a abandoned hospital. And this is the doorway. That's a close-up version in infrared. And this is a non-infrared picture. That door down at the end of the hallway you see there with the orb. That orb was a little girl. And we believe that little girl was being held there by the lady in red. But then later we got reason to believe that the little girl may have been the aggressor. Okay. There's a bunch of pictures on there, but it's on our CAPI page. That's where I just went, our CAPI Facebook page. It's on there. It's under CAPI Pics. Just go there and hit the CAPI Pics. It's a way to support CAPI and get perks. Exactly, Beth. I go on and on and on about stuff, and then John or Beth will come on here and say it in 3 words. They're so much smarter than I am. Oof, how much does that cost? How much does what cost, Cassandra? And choose the topic of the show. Yeah, and you can also choose the topic of the show if you're Patreon. What do you think about the Warren Museum? I don't think about the Warren Museum Dragon Beast. I've never been there, so I don't really have an opinion on it. I've never seen it or been there or anything. So, I mean, I'm not being a smartass. I really haven't. I can't comment on something I've never seen. So I've never been there. I would like to go. It's on my bucket list, but I have never actually been to their museum. Lynette says she's 30. You ain't no 31 years old, Lynette. Now you're going to lie to me. Now I'm certainly not going to answer your question. You wouldn't be caring about what your dad thought about spending money 31 years. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not stupid. You could tell Toby is a good Southern boy. He likes trucks, right? He's too funny. Oh, Patreon is what you was asking about. Um, I don't know yet, Cassandra. There's going to be levels. I think, don't hold me to this, guys, but just to give you an idea, I think the levels are 5, 10, 15, and 20. I think that's how the levels go. 5, 10, 15, and 20. I think that's how it goes. I'm not 100% sure, so don't hold me to that. But there are levels, but I don't know if I get to choose the levels or how that works. I just started researching it. I just downloaded the app onto our. Let's see if I can show you guys anything. Oh, no. I didn't download an app. I registered with them is what it is. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know if I can or not, but I will certainly check it out. I agree, Beth, but I still need to know the answer to that. That's why I'm not being mean. No, I can't. I didn't think I could. But I bet you I can show you guys my Patreon. I can't show you that, but I think I can show you my personal. No, it's not going to let me do that either. Dadgummit. You got it. I'll figure it all out before I I'll let everybody know exactly how we're going to do it and everything before we implement it. But we're going to implement it pretty soon. But I know there are levels just from looking at other people's, because I was a Patreon on a couple of channels, and I've seen how it works. So there are levels to what you can do, and I'll let everybody know. All right, let me catch up on you guys. On y'all's. All right, there's the War Museum. All right, creepy. Just found their own creepy. You can. Yeah. Do you think the Annabelle doll had anything to do with the motorcycle accident? Yes, because the script said so. I don't think that a item or like a doll or an inanimate object can be possessed or anything like that. I think that it can have an attachment, but no, I don't think that there's any evil coming out of a doll. I'm sorry. That doesn't make me exactly popular having beliefs like that, but I'm sorry. I don't really care. Yeah, thank you, John. The real story of the Annabelle doll is vastly one, the doll itself. The original Annabelle was not a dark haired porcelain doll, it was a Raggedy Ann. I was born in 1987. Well, then why are you worried about? Then why are you worried about your parents? If you're 31 years old, porcelain dolls in general scare the crap out of me. There's a lot of people that don't like dolls. Last week's show. Just seen last week's show. The fondling ghost. He was punch drunk. I think I was. I don't know why. I think I was just drunk on the situation. I don't know. We did not have any alcohol that day. We had alcohol, but we did not partake. Take away 2018 from 1987. You see, I am 31. Okay, you're 31. A dark and possibly demonic entity used the doll to get right into the lives of a couple of nurses. The actual Annabelle doll was a Raggedy Ann doll. Exactly. That's what I said. What kind of. If born in 1987, that would make you 32. December 18th. Oh, that's her son's birthday too, Lynette. Okay, tell me something, Isaiah. Oopta is a say. Yeah, Katie and I've had that oopta conversation. Let's see here. We will clear this up right here. I'm gonna catch up, guys. Don't worry. I was supposed to be born in January 18th, but my mom lost all her fluids with me, so I stopped growing. In other words, I'm a preemie. Oh, I had a preemie. I still have a preemie. I had two preemies, but I have one now. I have two, actually. We still have two. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had two preemies. I had twin preemies, and then I had another preemie. Let's see how. Lynette, if I said born in January, oh, that's I believe you're 31. I kind of do. If I said the word living good, what would be the first thing that came to your mind, Lynette? Live and good, living good. If I said something like that, what would be the first word that came to your mind? My room is the basement, and there's a bathroom to the right of my room. And so every time I turn the light off, the door would open, but I didn't think about it that much because I live with my family. And I thought that I have mentally challenged. Oh, Lynette, that's okay. I'm mentally challenged too. My room, let me see if I can get this. My room is in the basement, and there's a bathroom to the right of my room. And so every time I turned the light off, the door would open, but I didn't think about it that much because I live with my family. All right, you answered. I'll get to that. Is that all? And one night I got a, okay, he's going to continue. Let me answer Lynette's questions because I told her if she answered my question, I'd answer hers. Lynette, yes, it is free to join the book club. There's no charge for joining the book club. Um, Anybody can join. It is free of charge. The only thing you have to do is buy the book. That's the only money you'll spend is buying the book so that you can be a part of the read. Right? It's just like any other book club. Most book club, well, some book clubs have fees, but my brother-in-law and my sister's last name. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, cool. I'm straight psychic, y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm not. But yes, Lynette, to answer your question, book club is completely free, no charge. All you have to do is buy the book. That's it. Whatever book we're doing that time period, will that month, I guess. I don't know. How long are we going to do that, Beth? How long does it take to read a book? How long are we going to do one book? All right, let me get to Isaiah's. My room is in the basement, and there's a bathroom to the right of my room. And so every time I turn the light off, the door would open. But I didn't think about it that much because I live with my family. And one night I got up to get ready for school, and the door opened up all the way by itself. Wow. My mom is getting mad at me. Why is your mom getting mad, Lynette? It's according to the book. Okay, got you. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's a huge book, obviously it's going to take longer than a shorter read. So that does make perfect sense. Isaiah Jones, did you interact with the soul? Is that the only activity you've had there, Isaiah? It's just that door? I'm giving too much information. You didn't give me any information. I asked you. Tell her you didn't give any information. I already knew the name. I said the name, and then you just answered. That's all. So you didn't give me any information. I was just wanting to make sure you were who you said you were. That's all. And besides, tell her it doesn't matter what information you give us. We just us. It slowly crept open, and it scared me. So I ran up to my parents and told them. But when I went down there and the door was shut, and I thought I was delusional. Yeah, answer that question, Isaiah. Is there any other type of activity there besides the door? Sometimes that'll work, Shy, but sometimes it won't. Especially if you're dealing with a child spirit. You're dealing with a child spirit, ignoring it will make it worse. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now, Shy. Got you. My dad saw a very tall black figure near the pantry. We need to come investigate your house, Isaiah. I did, but she do not. Well, Mom's right. You shouldn't give away a whole bunch of information online. My mom saw the light in her room flicker on and off. I just don't like it when she gets it from her business. My dad does that too. It's just because they care, Lynette. Where are you, Isaiah? Yeah, what state are you in, Isaiah? In Ohio. Ohio? Yeah, I don't think we'll be investigating there anytime soon. Although Beth did go to Ohio just to get a camper. Isn't that where y'all went, Beth, to get your camper? What is my? I must be full. Just this road trip, right? Hamilton, Ohio. How long did it take you to get there, Beth? Going, not coming. I know it took probably longer coming back because y'all was pulling that big beast. But how long did it take you to get there? Are you coming down to Florida sometime? We don't have any plans to go to Florida, Lynette, but we'll go anywhere that we're able to. 10 hours. Ooh, Lordy. Yeah, Isaiah, I might have to find you a team, bud. How old are you, Isaiah? Are you Are you over 18? Some of these folks gonna get us in trouble. Gonna get me in trouble. Used to live in West Virginia. Goodness. Y'all all over. Y'all must be military. Um, Team, is there anything I did not talk about tonight that I needed to? John, Beth. Where's Brian at? 10 hours is nothing, Johnny. Yes, it is. Georgia, and I'm 24. I know where you're at, Cassandra. I didn't know you was 24, but I know where you're at. Yep, my dad served for 4 years in the Navy. I'm sorry. I was Air Force. I can't like you. I'm just kidding. I don't fall into all that crap. I enjoyed the drive. I bet you did. I bet that is a nice drive. Class. Yes, thank you, John. When is the class, John? You haven't told me a date. Or if you did, I forgot. Yes, we are planning a CAPI road trip, guys. So we may be coming to a town near you pretty soon. Not pretty soon. It'll be a while. But we are planning a road trip where we'll do meetups for fans and investigations and stuff like that. So yeah. I do not know your older sister and brother-in-law, Lynette. I've never met them. I don't know anyone in your family. I've never met anyone in your family. Does this mean war? Yes, it does. Except for Cincinnati, the road sucks. Katie, if we do a road trip, or not if, but when we do a road trip, San Antonio is our first place. I promise you. No one is ever coming here. I am so far out west. Yeah, I'm sorry, Shy. We have a strict no California policy. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, by the way. I put up a date on the team chat, but never got a response. Well, John, team manager, I think that you've been on the team long enough to know that if you didn't get a response, then nobody saw it. I'm okay with the date, John. Beth saw it. She just didn't respond. It is not all liberals. I know. Shy's too funny. No, I wouldn't mind coming to California. When we do our travel, our road trip investigations, I wouldn't mind going to California too. We have to go to Texas first though. Katie's been with us since day one, and she's been begging us to come to Texas, and we've already told her we're coming. So our first road trip, our first road trip is going to be in Alabama. But then once we get it going and everything, our next one will be in San Antonio. I'm responding now. Yeah. I never saw it, John. I didn't know you put a date up. Yeah, John, if you ever put anything on team chat and no one answers it, call somebody or put it up again. Because I promise you, if it don't get answered, especially that, you should have known if that didn't get answered. I didn't see it. Will the class be something that is done live, or will it be something I can look back on? You will have the ability to look back on the uh, material, but yeah, the class will be done live via Skype. But you'll get a packet. We email you a packet that you can actually print out, and you'll have that forever. Did you see my older sister's Facebook? No, why would I? Oh, that's Lynette. Oh, no, I didn't, Lynette. No. The class is on Skype. Right. Yes, we'll do it. The class will be on Skype, but you will receive a packet. We send out, like when we do a live class, when we're face to face, not a live, but a face to face class, when we're all in the same room, like the one we just did in Childersburg. Um, we give out these little packets to the students, and that's their book they read along with. And when we do Skype, we actually email that to you. So, all right. So now that we've set a class date, what did he say? I missed it again. I thought it was December or something. December 14th. Oh boy, that is cutting it close, John. Let's see what's going on December 14th. That'll be a Saturday. I have no problem with that. I think if everybody's in agreement with that, I don't have a problem with it either. Yeah, where's Brian at? I hadn't seen him on. Is he on? Has y'all talked to Brian? December 14th. All right, so our next class will be December 14th at 9 a.m. That's a Saturday. It'll start at, or excuse me, 10 a.m. I think we decided we was going to do them at 10 from now on when we did that one at the campsite in Childersburg. Excuse me. This just gives you a chance to get up and get ready and, start everything. But we will start at 10 a.m. Saturday morning, December the 14th. If you want to take the class, this is the last class period before the new year. After the new year, we're implementing a new course, a new class. We've added and subtracted and tweaked and done all kinds of things to the class, and we're going to good night, Isaiah. Um, so after the first year, the class doubles. It goes up from $25 to $50. If you want to be a team member, it goes up from $50 to $75. So November or December 14th, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time will be the next class. That'll be the last class at the $25 range, and it'll be the last class of the year. So if you guys want to take that, contact John Bowen. You'll see him on here. He's the administrator on here, or not administrator. They call it moderator on here. He's the moderator in blue with a little wrench next to his name. Contact him via PM and our email. John, pop your email up if you would, please, sir. Contact him on that before the 13th, because you have to register all the way up to you have to be registered and paid by the 13th to take the class on the 14th. You can't come the 14th and say, hey, I want to take the class. All right. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be registered and paid by the 13th, December 13th, Friday, December the 13th. Oh, that's a Friday the 13th, y'all. December is a Friday the 13th. That's cool. But yeah, you have to be registered and paid by that day. All right. This is also the last class that you will be able to refresh on for free. If there's anybody that's out there that's taken the class already and you've got everything done, you got your certificate and everything, but now you just need to you want to do a refresher, then you need to contact John, because after the first of the year, that goes to $15. That refresher cost is $15. So it's free now if you've already taken the class. You just want a refresher. So if you want to do that, if you want to sit in on the class and have a refresher, it's free. But after the first of the year, it goes up to $15. So make sure you get that information into John. John's going to throw his email up there any minute now. Beth, throw your email up there if you would, too, please. Beth needs her email thrown up. There it is. John already did it. I'm sorry. I see it now. But Beth, throw yours up there if you want to join the book club. Remember, the book club is 100% free. There's no charge for the book club at all. All right. The only thing you have to do is buy the book from our website. All right. It's just a link to Amazon. We don't sell the books. But to be in a book club, you have to have the book to read it. So you have to go buy the book. All right. So that's the only time you'll have to pay for the book club. But if you want to be in the book club, and just contact Beth, and on her email, she's going to throw her email up for you. Just contact her and she'll get you set up to be in the book club. All right. I've already befriended you, Shy. You have that poor lady paranoid, Johnny. What do you mean? Who do I have paranoid? What did I do? Oh, dear Lord. Good night, Isaiah. Ten a.m. I said Central Standard Time, didn't I, John? I thought I did. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Will you get with me on the details, John Bowen? You have to we have to kind of keep it uniform, Cassandra. So if you would just shoot John an email and say, hey, I'm interested in the class. That way he won't forget to get with you or anything like that. Just shoot him an email. At that email, he put his email address up there. Just shoot him an email and say, hey, I'm interested in the class. And then he'll send you all the info on it. Then how do you know my brother-in-law and my sister's last name? My mother and I are stumped on that. That's what you was talking about, Katie. I think our poor girl. Do not be paranoid, Lynette and Lynette's mother. Do not be paranoid. I am not a stalker. I just CAPI paranormal is my passion, but my full-time job is I'm I find people. That's what I do for a living. I find people. So that's it. That's the only way I know. I just wanted to confirm that she wasn't pulling my leg, and when I found a way to make sure that she wasn't pulling my leg, and so that's the only reason I asked about the name, and she answered it and answered my question. So that's all. Don't worry, I'm not a stalker. I've never seen you guys before tonight. I've talked to Lynette on here, but yeah, you don't have to worry. I'm not a weirdo. Cassandra was the winner of our last CAPI Paranormal Investigation 101 class scholarship. Yes, she was. She absolutely was. And I know you're saying that but still, Cassandra, shoot him an email so he'll send you the info. All right. Well, guys, I think we are going to call it a night. My kids are out of school now until December 2nd for Thanksgiving. Lord, give me the strength. We homeschool, so our kids are always out of school. LOL radar. John, you got to tell me what incoming choppers mean. I never understand that. Messaging on Facebook, if that's okay. Yes, Cassandra, that's fine. Actually, it kind of sounds like he already has everything. I guess. I don't know. Radar O'Reilly. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Seeing how you're the recipient of that, then I don't think he needs anything else from you. I think that's what he was trying to say. I just misunderstood it. I couldn't have my kids home that often. I'd end up in jail. No, you wouldn't, Katie. Maybe family court, but probably not jail. Well, all right, guys. I think we're going to call it a night. We've been on a little over 2 hours now, and the numbers are starting to dwindle anyway. Thank you guys for another good show. I love it whenever we have a show where people ask a lot of questions like they did tonight, and we get to talk about different topics and stuff like that. Next week's show is going to be I keep my kids home to keep them safe. I do too, Cassandra. That's why my kids are at home too. It's because I want them safe. I love them dearly, but Lord, I have a mini Nathan, my husband, and a mini me. It scares the crap out of me. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you get that little break, it helps. It really does. I don't personally do it because I don't trust the schools. I don't trust schools to protect my children. And if you're trusting a school to protect your children, I'm not saying you're bad if you send your kids to school. I'm not saying that. Please don't take it that way, Katie or anybody else. But I'm saying if you are 100% thinking that your children are safe because they're at school, then you're delusional. And you need to check that because I love my brother-in-law and sister all. I bet you they love you too, Lynette. You seem pretty cool. But yeah, yeah, get your kids out of school. Yeah, I know MASH. I know it really well. I was watching MASH before you were born, John. Don't tell me about MASH. I don't know. You know, hey, I've got to go get some drugs, y'all. I'm starting to stop up. I'm sure y'all can hear it, and I'm getting. I don't know. I think I may be getting sick again, physically sick. But anyway, um, because y'all don't want to watch that, I'm gonna close. I love you guys. Now you're making me feel like a bad mom. That's why I said I wasn't trying to. I'm not saying you're a bad mom for sending your kids to school. Send your kids to school, girl. Do what you got to do. I don't care. That's your business, not mine. I was saying everything I say about school and everything I say about how you do the kids is what I believe. I believe. That's all. Now, the one thing I was directing towards everybody else was if you think they're safe at school, you're delusional because they're not. I don't care what school they go to, they're not safe. And that's not your fault. That's not your kid's fault. In a lot of cases, it's not even the principal and the faculty's fault either. There's a way to make them safe. There's a product out there that can make them safe. Every child safe in the schools, but it costs too much money. So yeah, that's don't even get me started on that. They say they won't implement this product because it costs too much money because our kids aren't worth that much money, but our congressmen are. Never mind. I'm sorry. Y'all trying to get me on politics. I ain't going to do it. But anyway, yeah, if you think your kids are safe in school, you're fooling yourself. You're delusional and you need to check it. But if you send your kids to school, I'm not saying you're a bad person. And I'm not saying you're a bad parent. Katie, I know for a fact from personal experience that you are not a bad parent. You're an amazing mother. And I know that very, very, very well. So if you're sending them to school, that's fine. This doesn't make you a bad parent or anything like that. I'm just saying in our situation, whenever I investigate for my hobby, for my passion, and for a living. That's what I am. And I'm an investigator. That's what I do. And when I investigated the school that my daughter was going to, it failed. It failed horribly. So I said, no, no more. She's out. And so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're a bad parent if you send your kids to school. Please send your kids to school. I'm saying in my situation, it was bad. I am saying your child is not safe in school. I don't care where part of the country you live in, what school they go to, if it's private, Catholic, public, whatever, your child is not safe there. All right. So let's get off that. Oh my God, Cassandra. Abuse was what I was worried about. And took me off that the one time I tried to trust someone and they're safe now. No long term damage, but definitely will not. Dear God, that's every parent's just oh, I couldn't imagine. Bless your heart. Well, I'm glad that you were able to, see that and take care of it. I think their safety is in my jeopardy being home all day, every day with him. Me then at school. Katie's too funny. She's saying they no matter how unsafe the school is, they're in better shape being at school than being home with me all day. Sandra, I'm so sorry that happened to you guys. Oh, John, you're so awesome. Yes, Katie, if you want to talk, me, John, Beth, or Brian, anybody on the team will talk. Absolutely. They love me too. They get me games. Awesome, Lynette. That's cool. I agree, Katie. Absolutely. That's an awesome idea, John. All schools need armed guards. I agree. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for another good show. Um, we love you guys. We will see you next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. You guys tell your friends, tell your family, check us out. Come subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you haven't done so before you leave, hit the like button. We love you guys. We hope you have an awesome paranormal week, and we will see you guys next Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same CAPI channel, same CAPI time as every week. You guys have an awesome, awesome week. Um, we love you.